Hey, what's up? It's been a while since I made a video here. So I just had another FUE here. This is 2021. I did it with Dr. Sahar Nadimi. Um, Sahar Nadimi and Dr. Conir in Chicago are probably they're known as to be one of the best doctors here in the world. So we had an additional 1,500 grafts placed, okay, right behind where I had my initial hairline done. What was it, maybe 3, 4 years ago at this point? Time passes pretty fast. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, about 4 years. Reasonable. So, anyways, so the hair behind the initial hairline has started receding pretty fast. So, we got that area restored. The only area that wasn't touched was, the top area here, which I actually do expect that to be, thinning out here because, just based on what it looks like, it is a little bit thinner than, the other hairs behind it and, kind of in the graft site. Right. So, um, but yeah, pretty satisfied with this hairline design. Dr. Nadimi recommended that. Well, she was hoping that it could be a little bit higher the hairline, but because I already had a little bit of hairline at this level, which is a little bit lower than ideal, um, you know, this is what she had to work with. So, this is literally day one. I'm in the hotel right now. So, I'll probably do a video here a little bit more frequently. I don't know if it needs to be every week. Maybe initially I'll do a weekly one just because, the grafts are still kind of healing. Um, so, probably for the first couple weeks, I'll do a video weekly. And after that, I'll probably do a monthly one just because, there won't be that much of a change week to week after that. Okay, so. Um, yeah, let me stand up here uh, into an area where there's a little bit more light. Okay, so let me bend down my head and get an idea of the graph site. Okay, so one of my goals was preserving long term hair design. Okay, I was really hoping that we would be a little bit less dense. And I'm carefully holding the camera because I don't want this to fall like onto my head and onto my grafts. But I was really hoping, the side temple area would be a little bit less dense. Um, just so that as my native hairs fall out, um, it would create a little bit more natural, hair loss pattern appearance, right? Instead of just, having a strong hairline and then, no hairs behind it. But, I trusted Dr. Nadimi's opinion and what she recommended. Okay, so we went with this. I'm pretty satisfied. I'm glad I did it. And she also did recommend I go on, things like Propecia and, you know, what was it? Minoxidil, the Rogaine type stuff. Okay. Um, so Propecia, I've heard mixed reviews. There's male side effects for a small percentage of people. So she says, go ahead and take it, and if I experience those side effects, you could always go off of it. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And the idea is to preserve what I currently have right now, just as long as possible. Okay, so one of the things that I do consider is, like I said, I'm thinking long term. Just looking at what my father's hairline is, he's bald. He has no front hairline, he has no mid scalp, and his, top part, what do you call this, the vertex or part of the crown? it's this top part is bald and his crown is starting to thin out. And keep in mind, my dad is 70. Okay, so he is 70. I'm trying to remember what he looks like when he was in his 40s. Even when he was in his 40s, I feel like late 40s. I think he had me when he was around late 30s, 40s. So when I was 10ish, he was probably close to 50, and at that point, he was definitely bald. He definitely did not have a mid scalp. Okay, but I can't remember what the top looked like. I really don't remember. I think he had hair, but it's possible it was a comb over. He still does the whole comb over thing. I keep telling him, hey, he should just cut it short. Um, but yeah, this is just a quick video. Hopefully, um, this uh, will help someone else here that's considering an FUE transplant. Okay. And I'm not gonna talk about FUT or FUE here, but for me, FUE was the better solution just because I had limited grafts already, just genetically, I guess. A combination of genetically and combination of I had the front hairline done years back, so every time you take an FUE graft out, it actually destroys a lot of the natural grafts around it. So it's one of those things where you really got to consider long term ramifications and how many grafts you have in your lifetime, right? So hopefully this is helpful for people, and like I said, I'm gonna continue making videos here on this channel, and hopefully it helps someone out and add some value. Talk to you later.